Hi, my name is Carrie, and welcome to today's yoga session. I am feeling a bit under the weather today. I'm getting over a cold, so I wanted to just do a nice, easy, gentle class when you're not feeling your best, but you still want to be able to move your body and feel okay doing it. So all you'll need is your mat today, so roll that out, and we'll begin whenever you're ready. So today we will begin on our backs. So allow yourself to reach your legs out in front of you. Find your seat as you gently lower yourself down onto your back. Have your palms facing up so that your shoulders naturally roll open. And if you'd like to be here with your knees bent, maybe your feet nice and wide and bringing your knees in together to create some space for the back of the hip. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. Feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest with your breaths. Really good. We'll take one more breath here. Followed by a big exhale as you let it go. Good. On your next inhale, wiggle your fingers as you take your arms and reach them all the way up towards the sky. And then take them all the way up overhead. Letting your ribs flare gently. And then exhale, bring your arms all the way out to the side and down by your hips. Take another big inhale as you reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale again as you bring your arms out to the side and down by your hips. Good. This time, gently press down through your ribs, engage that, and then take a nice big inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Pull the ribs down, even on the inhale. Feel that big stretch happening through your serratus, anterior through your ribs. Exhale again, bring your hands out to your sides and down by your hips. Good. We'll do one more like that with your ribs down. Take a nice big inhale, keep the ribs down as you reach the arms all the way up and over. And then exhale again as you bring your arms out to the side and down by your hips. Good. We're going to bring your feet slowly a little bit closer together so that they're hip distance apart, close to your hips. And then on your next inhale, we'll reach the hips all the way up towards the sky as you reach the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, lower the hips and lower the hands at the same time. Good. Inhale again, reach the arms up overhead, lift the hips high. And then exhale again as you lower the hips and the arms. Good. One last time, inhale, reach. And then exhale as you let it go. Good. We'll gently bring your right knee into your chest, give it a nice big hug. And then slowly start to extend that leg up towards the sky as you grab the back of the hamstring and just give it a gentle pull. Nothing too intense to start. You could also do your inhales away and then your exhales closer to find a little bit of dynamic movement if you don't like stillness. Really good. One more. Good. Gently release that leg as you cross that ankle over the left knee. And then pick up your left foot as you gently bring that leg close to you. And then bring both of your hands behind the left thigh as you gently guide that leg in as you use your right elbow to open up that right hip to the outside. Big breaths here. As you soften through your jaw, your shoulders, focusing on that right hip. Really good. One more. Good. You'll take your time to gently release the leg, not fully, just to where your left knee is stacked over the hip. And then you'll just let the legs fall over towards the left side, letting your right foot reach the ground. And then reach your right arm out towards the right side. Turn your gaze in that direction to help keep that shoulder down. Good. Keep rotating that top knee, the right one, up towards the ceiling to feel that big stretch happening through that right hip. As you breathe, 2 more here on this side. Good. One more. Take your time to gently relax that right knee And then release both feet up towards the towards the sky as you uncross that right ankle. Bring your right foot onto your mat as you bring your left knee into your chest. Give it a nice big hug to start. And then grab the back of that thigh as you release that leg up towards the sky. So you can inhale away, and then exhale, bring it in a little bit closer. Finding a little bit of mobility here. Inhale here, away, and then exhale, bring it in. Let's see if you could do that 2 more times. Inhale away, exhale, bring it in. And then 1 more here. Inhale away, and then exhale, bring it in. Good. And gently release that leg as you cross that ankle over the right knee this time. Pick up that right leg as you bring it closer to you. Wrap both of your hands around that right thigh, and then just gently hug that knee in as you use that left elbow to open up that left hip by pushing into that left thigh. Good. Big breaths here, even in stillness. Can we take 4 more? Really good. 1 more breath on this side. And then take your time to gently release the leg gently. Not all the way, just until the knee is stacked over hip. And then let the legs fall over towards the right side this time, letting the left foot hit the ground. You can hold on to that foot with your right hand if you'd like as you reach your left arm out to the left side, keeping that shoulder down. Keep rotating that left knee open towards the sky as you breathe nice and big. Two more breaths. And last one here. Yeah, take your time to relax that left knee and then bring both legs all the way back to center. Uncross that ankle as you bring both knees into your chest. And maybe make some big circles as the knees go in the same direction, rolling out the lower back. It's funny how different parts of the body can ache when you're feeling a little ill. So just take notice, especially if you're feeling a little bit like me today. Check in with your body, notice how it feels. And then just take your hands and wrap them around the back of your thighs. Maybe roll your head up towards your knees. And then gently do a rock and roll as you rock forward and back a couple times, just so that you can come up to your seat. Once you arrive, you're going to rotate yourself onto your hands and your knees. So make sure your knees are stacked underneath hips, your wrists are stacked underneath shoulders. And then on your next inhale, you'll drop the belly, lift the gaze as you broaden through your chest for cow. And then exhale as you round your spine, as you push the earth away for cat. Now take your time just going back and forth between these 2 movements in Chakravarkasana to help open up the spine, to help improve digestion, to move things around. And start getting a little bit of that energy back from the lows of this season. Really good. We'll do 1 last round here. And then take your time to come back into a nice neutral spine. We'll bring our left hand to center as we bring our right hand to the back of the head. So on your next inhale, we'll rotate that elbow all the way up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bring that elbow down and almost like round as you bring that elbow to touch your left one. Inhale again as you rotate that elbow up towards the sky. And then exhale again as you bring it back down. We'll do that 1 more time. Inhale, rotate up. And then exhale, bring it down. Good. Gently bring the elbow out to the side as you release that hand back down towards the ground and switch sides. Right hand replaces left. Left hand comes behind the head. Take a nice big inhale as you rotate that elbow up towards the sky. And then exhale again as you bring it back down to touch the opposite. Inhale again as you rotate up. Exhale again as you rotate back down. Good. 1 more time like that. Inhale, rotate up. And then exhale again as you rotate down. Good. Bring that elbow back out to the side as you gently release that hand back down towards the mat. Bring your knees nice and wide as you bring your toes together. Reach your hands forward as you relax your forehead down. Take a couple of deep breaths to slow everything. Really good. One more. And then take your hands, slide them all the way back behind you, clasp the hands behind the lower back, pull the knuckles down towards your hips, and then as you find your next inhale, rotate the arms up towards the sky. Good. 2 more here. Last one. Good. Gently release the arms back down, back towards the front of the mat. And then slowly come all the way up to your seat. If sitting on your knees is really uncomfortable, you can sit on a block or on a pillow, or you can swing your legs out to the side and come to a comfortable seat. But once you land, you're going to take your arms and reach them all the way up towards the sky. Big inhale, reach. And then exhale, take a side bend over towards your right. As you bring your right hand down towards the mat, reach that left arm up and over. Inhale again as you come all the way back up to the top. And then exhale, release that hand, reach the right arm up. Inhale again, find length. And then exhale again, side bend over towards the left. Good. We'll do one more on each side. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release the arm. Inhale, reach the left arm high. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Good. One more on each side like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower arm. Inhale, reach right arm high. Exhale, side bend. Yeah, gently release as you bring the arm all the way back up towards the sky and release that hand back down towards the ground. And then walk your hands back towards the front as you come up onto your knees. Good. We're going to extend our legs all the way back behind us and then just gently lower ourselves down towards the ground. We'll reach our right arm out towards the right side of the room, bring that hand a little bit higher than shoulder height, and then we'll bring our right ear down onto the mat. We'll take our left hand and bring it to the right against the chest, like we're going to do a push-up on the left side, and then we're going to take our left foot and kick it over towards the right side of the room. Finding a gentle twist through our spine as well as a shoulder opener. Breathing nice and big here. Using your left hand for support for the rotation. If you can't feel it much, you can bring that hand a little bit higher. Or if you're like, that's too intense, you can bring that arm a little bit lower. Good. 2 more. Good. Last one. Take your time to rotate yourself all the way back to the center. As you turn your opposite ear, your left ear down onto your mat, extend the left arm out, bring your right hand by your rib cage, bend the right knee, then kick that leg over towards the right side of the mat. Breathe nice and big here. Use your right hand for support. Can we take 2 more big breaths here? Really good. One more. Take your time to rotate yourself all the way back to center. Bring your hands by your rib cage, both of them. Roll the elbows and shoulders back. Inhale, push down into the hands. You lift your chest. And then exhale as you lower. We'll do that lift 2 more times. Inhale, push as you lift. And then exhale again as you lower. Good. Last one. Inhale as you lift. And then exhale again as you lower. Good. Tuck your toes. Gently lift yourself up to your knees. And then send your hips all the way back into your child's pose. Okay. We'll take 1 more breath here. And then slowly come back up to hands and knees. We'll bring our hands and bring them slightly over towards the left side of the mat so we can take our right foot and bring it out in front of us. Once that foot lands, you're going to walk your toes far forward enough so where you start pressing your hips forward, you can start lifting through your chest and feel a nice big stretch happening through the front of that hip. Just make sure you engage your glutes and take that front foot and back foot, and you're trying to scrunch the mat underneath to create a little bit of action through your muscles so that your muscles have something to pull against as it finds the stretch. So see if you can really lift the chest, drop those hips, engage the glutes, scrunch the knee and the foot, and settle as you breathe. Focusing on all those little things that help us stay present, right? Really good. One more breath here. Good. Take your time to send the hips all the way back behind you. Walk your hands back. Start to lift the toes. Lift through your chest as you send your hips back, especially that right one. And then exhale as you fold gently. Good. We'll take 2 breaths here. Good. Then one last one. Good. Lift the torso halfway, plant the left palm, reach that right arm high. And keep that right hip down. Really good. One more. Gently lower that hand to the outside of that leg as you start to walk the hands forward as you bend back into that right knee. And then bring your right hand to the inside so you can take that right foot, slide it all the way back behind you, and then we can switch sides. Bring your right hands to the right hand side of the mat this time. Swing that left leg towards the front as it steps forward. Walk it forward far enough to where you start pressing your hips forward, the glutes engage, you lift the chest, and you feel that big stretch happening to the front of that right hip. Engage the glutes, and again, try to take that front foot and back knee and shrug the mat underneath. That action of pulling the feet and knee together as you lift through your chest and breathe nice and big. Good. Take your time to slowly start to send your hips back. Start walking your hands back behind you as you start lifting the toes. And then gently forward fold as you take your left hip down and back behind you. Breathing nice and big for 2 more breaths on this side. Really good. One more. Good. Can you inhale halfway lift? And then plant that right palm and lift that left arm high. Good. Finding a bit of balance. Putting in a little bit of work, not too much. Take 2 more. And last one. Take your time to slowly release that hand back down towards the mat, and then start walking the hands forward as you start to bend back into that left knee. Bring that left hand to the inside so you have enough space to take that left foot out to the side and back behind you. Good. We'll take a child's pose here as you take your knees nice and wide, bring your toes together, rest your forehead down. As you finish up this final breath in child's pose, we'll take our time to slowly lift ourselves up. We'll rotate ourselves onto our bum so that we can slowly make our way onto our backs. Once you arrive, you can bring your knees together again with your feet nice and wide to finish out the practice. If there is anything else you'd like to do today physically before we settle into our Shavasana, please do so. But a reminder that winter is the season of rest and recovery. That's why trees go dormant. That's why animals hibernate. And in the same way, rather than keeping up with the Joneses all the time, giving ourselves the opportunity to relax this winter, take it easy on our bodies, especially when we're not feeling well, and just doing enough movement to help us feel good and to help us settle in our bodies. So as you slowly move from movement, whatever you're finishing up, towards stillness, and whatever Shavasana looks like for you today, it is okay, whether it's on your back or on your belly. Try to relax the body, relax the space between your brows, unclench your jaw as well as your shoulders as you soften through your hips. And just like the trees and the animals, rest doesn't have to be earned. It is part of our nature. So we need to give ourselves the space and time to recover, to heal, and to feel good again in our bodies. So take this opportunity in stillness just to enjoy ourselves wherever we might be. And take a couple of moments just to allow ourselves to be. As we enjoy one last moment in stillness, we'll fill ourselves up with a full breath in, filling ourselves up with everything that we need, reminding our bodies of what it's capable of, followed by a big exhale as you let everything else go. Gently wiggle through your fingers to your toes. And if one last full body stretch does call to you, just reach your arms up overhead, extend through the legs, and reach the arms and the toes. Take your time to slowly bend through your knees as you roll over to your favorite side, finding that comfortable fetal position, giving yourself the opportunity to reset and check in with the body one final time before you slowly come up to your seat. Once you arrive, bring in our hands to heart center. I'll end with an invocation today. I think the world needs it a little bit. So take a full breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. And may our actions directly affect that happiness and freedom for all. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing with me. And I hope to see you at the next one. From my heart to yours.